let's continue with our educational videos. In this occasion, I want to show you how to customize the charts and make your home charts by default on MetaTrader. So anytime you open your platform, you're gonna see every market you open with specifically the settings that you choose by default for every single chart. So let's go to the screen and let's share this. Now, few things in advance. I want you, if you click this bottom, what it's gonna give to you is a distance, a gap between the price and the axis, just to project the price in different directions. If we see the price immediately here, there is no space to project what is the direction of the price, and therefore I don't like to see the charts in this way. I want to actually activate right there a space in between, and as you can see, boom, I got a gap now and I can see the projection of the market. Second thing I want to do, I don't like that the constantly, anytime I move the chart to see previous prices, is moving back the chart. So deactivate the button next to that one, which is this one, the automatic scroll, and now I can move around the chart and it's not jumping crazy, right? Now, next thing I'm gonna do, let's clean the screen. Next thing I'm gonna do is also select which is my favorite time frame. In my opinion, you should be always checking the time frames directly based on the on your preference in terms of, for example, if you're trading in swing trading strategy, you probably will never use 5-minute candles. In my eyes, I believe even if you use 5-minute candles, you should always start your charts, analyzing your charts with medium long-term charts, and from there, after you see if it's a bullish pattern, bearish pattern present on your chart, after you see if the price is rising, the price is dropping in general terms, then you start to go deeply into a more short periods, but only then. So my advice is always go from the long term to short term in your time frame bar here. From long term to short term, never the other way around, okay? Because you don't want to be trading against the main or the principal trend of the market in long terms. This is when the heavy money, the heavy steps are moving right there. The heavy hands are just buying in, usually in swing trading movements, right? Now, let's customize also the chart. As I say, I don't like these colors. I want to actually change, and when I come in here, I can see by default certain settings like this one. Black on white, yellow on black, green on black. Green on black is by default. Let's check, for example, black on white. And now I'm gonna also give the colors I want on the candles depending on what they're doing. So for example, a candle up, I want green, dark green, and bar down, I want dark red. What is this? Medium, fire. Okay, fire is fine. Now, bull candle, I want a bull candle in a clear green color. This is not green, this is aqua. So let's say this one, for example, and I want the bar candles, beer candles. I want the beer candles in a really clean, clear color. For example, red color, this one. Kaboom, vale? We got right now these candles, and let's say I want to see in H4 every single chart. Anytime I open a new chart, I want to see in H4 hours candle. And that's what I'm gonna work. That's how we're gonna trade on the market. You see, next thing I'm gonna do, I don't like also these trending lines, so I'm gonna modify them. I'm gonna request don't make gray, even making thicker to be more clear. And why not change the color, let's say for example to black. This is the main difference. Now, first trick you're gonna learn also when you start to draw for technical analysis. Click on Alt, select the line, click on the line and move it while you holding Alt key, Control K, and you will see that you can basically project the channel, right? Now, let's say for example that you like this, it's already done. You love the marks you have done here, and you want every single chart appears in the same way. I'm gonna click here, I'm gonna click on templates, and I'm gonna click on save template. If now I save this template with the title of default, anytime I open now a new chart, it's gonna be exactly in that shape. So let's say for example, chart, boom, it's gonna be an H4, it's gonna be with those colors. So not anymore the default dark charts we were having. Not the default also indicators. You can establish by default certain indicators. I'm not using a lot of indicators for many years. After many years, I just prefer to use what we call pure chartist projection. There is also still few indicators I use, which is the moving average. I use usually 200 periods, has a long-term moving average, and I also use 55 periods for another moving average that we can find in indicators over here in trend indicators, volume balance, moving average. I can click here. I can put another period of 55 in blue. Let's say blue, for example, here, thick. That's it. That's it. And let's say, for example, this is my template by default. Anytime by default, when I see a chart, I want to see in these conditions. Let's say this. Template, say template, select the default that I already did, which is here, override, yes. And now if I open any other chart, boom, I got exactly what I want, okay? And I can just change the time frames now and start to see how the things are going in the market, how is exactly the movement of the price in long term, blah, 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 etc., 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 and then decide what you're gonna do based on this. Okay, very simple, very clean, very nice, and one of the main tricks that you can use to establish a customized platform for your trading. Okay, see you in the coming videos. Bye bye.